Okay, I just made a video describing what a capacitor was, more or less. Now I'll go ahead and show you how to tell if they are good or bad. This one looks brand new. Doesn't look swollen or rusted or anything, but it came out of one of my air conditioning units. And let me get my meter back on here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on microfarads, which in this meter you have to come here and go through the selections. So now I have it on microfarads. I'll be able to read this. This one has a C for common, Herm for compressor, and fan for the fan. This goes in the condenser outside. So if I check it from the fan to the common, I have 4.4 microfarads. And this calls for 5 microfarads for the fan. So 4.4 is close to 5. It's still good. Now this is calling for 45 on the compressor side, the Herm post. And if you come over here to Herm and common, all I read is 0.05. So the Herm side, the compressor side of this, was no more good. When my unit was kicking on, the compressor would not kick on, but the fan would. So I changed it out for one of these. I'll explain that in a minute. This is also another style where it just has 2 sides, and this one's 7.5. This is just for the fan. Some units have, something going to the compressor itself to help it kick on, give it a little boost. Some of them do not. Some of them change them for these when they have troubles or put a hard start kit. So this one is calling for 7.5 microfarad. If I check it, I have 7.3. So 7.3, like I said, is close enough to 7.5. It's still good. It's going to read, a point of a fraction over, up or down. And that's still good. If it read like 4, then it'd be getting weak and going out soon if you checked yours in your air conditioner. If your fan's not coming on in your air conditioner and you check this capacitor, if it's not reading right, then that could be the reason it is not starting. Or in this case, the compressor was not, because they have this Herm side. Now one like this, if I had a 45.5 and I couldn't come across one exactly like this, or it was a weekend or something, and I had a backup like this, I have 20 and 25. So you'd put a jumper from 20 to 25 and make it 45, and then you can come off of either of these posts and it'd be 45. And then for your 5, you would just come off of either of these. If you needed a 7.5, you go from 5 to 2.5 and make a 7.5. This is kind of like a variable thing. You can use it in multiple applications rather than this one just being 45. If you need one that's 55, then you can't use this one. You need one that's 55. So something like this would give you the option to make it adjustable or adaptable to whatever you need it for, if you planned on changing them out, or if you just wanted to hold on to one because you had multiple air conditioning units at your house and one's something different than the other, then you'd be able to use it on either one if it went out. But like I said, you just check from either side. 7.5 microfarads. If it's reading close, anywhere above 7, I'd call that cool. If it's like 5, 4, and it's getting weak, it won't be good. And like I said, you have to go to microfarads. Some of them show this little symbol here with the arrow and the line, and in this case it shows NF, but when it reads, it turns it to a UF. And then some of them have MFD, microfarad. So if you look at it here, the N turns into a U. So I'm guessing this will read farads, microfarads, whatever. So it doesn't change to the U until it's micro. So if you have a bigger capacitor, something like for car audio or something big, you know, big battery cap, then I guess those come in 5, 10, 50, 100 farad. So, but nonetheless, you get you a meter and you find out if it has microfarads. If it doesn't have it, or farads in general, then you won't be able to check it. You can go to Home Depot and get a little checker, which is cheaper than a whole meter, or you can get a meter that has that setting on it, and you'll be able to tell if it's good or not. Or you just have a spare one, change it out, and if it works, then it was bad if you don't have a meter to check it. But if you don't have a meter, I don't think I'd advise poking around into some electrical stuff without knowing there's power or not. But hopefully this helps somebody. Appreciate you guys checking out, and y'all take it easy.